Namaste viewers, welcome to Gnana Degula channel. Today we will try to understand a concept, rather a phrase called as Chronosynclastic Infundibulum. Chronosynclastic Infundibulum. Let us try to understand this phrase a little more in detail, what it means and then what it is and something like that. Let us go through that. It's a kind of metaphorical phrase, experience of characters who encounter it. This is that phrase. So before we go to the details, I request you to please like, share and then subscribe to my channel. Now, what exactly is this Chronosynclastic Infundibulum? In the world of the Sirens of Titan, this Chronosynclastic Infundibulum is a mysterious region. It's a region, it's a place in the universe, it's a space in the universe where time, space, logic, time, space, matter is always there, and then logic, they are all distorted. They are not like there's no logic there. They are all distorted, illogical, like this, something like that. It's described like a swirling spiral funnel in space. Swirling spiral funnel, something like that. It's a kind of a anomaly, cosmic anomaly, but it's mainly a metaphor used in science fiction terms. It's a scientific fiction term, we can say, fictional term. This Chronosynclastic Infundibulum is a place, is a space, is a, what do you call, jaga, where all different kinds of beliefs, all different kinds of, not only beliefs, truths, they are truths, they fit together. So like it can be anything. Now for example, Dvaita, Advaita, Visishtadvaita, then no God, many gods, multiple, all kinds of things, whatever you think, they all can fit there. This is the concept here. So this Vonnegut, invents this concept to play with the idea, to have this kind of an idea that the conceptual core, coexisting truths, the core is coexisting all truths. So the concept is that people have different beliefs and worldviews, and they have different beliefs. Each person's point of view, from each of them, they believe that their system is totally logical and totally valid. They all believe that they are valid. In this Chronosynclastic Infundibulum, all those contradictory beliefs can be true at once. At once itself it can be. Like, they are all parallel and they are there, and then everywhere it is there. This is also there, that is also, this is also, that is also true, this is also true, this. Everything is true, like that. Because reality is no longer constrained by linear time or objective space. It is not constrained, it is completely organized. So here, this is not something like a physical space. You can say it's some kind of a, in the traditional sense, it is not, it's a kind of a mental space, you can say. It's a kind of a philosophical space where logic, you can say, bends. Logic, it deviates, it changes. So how it affects characters? Say in this novel, it's a novel. The main character Malachi Constant meets a man named something Winston, something like that, Niles Rumford, something, who has passed through, who has gone through Chronosynclastic Infundibulum while traveling in a spaceship. He is traveling in a spaceship, and then he goes through several spaces, several galaxies, things like that. He becomes spread out across space-time like a wave. So he is going very fast space, and then he is spread out across space and time. He appears on Earth occasionally, and only at some times, some specific times, and some places, which can be predicted also. That way, in the novel, it goes like this. How can he can now see the past, present, and future simultaneously? Like the concept is in the Vishnu Sahasranama we say that Bhuta Bhavishyat Vartamana, everything. I am the Kala. I know everything. That is how it is described in Vishnu Sahasranama. Na? See, he can see the past. He is the past. He is the present. He is the future, and he is there in everywhere. So this kind of a thought there. So he is spread out across space. See, like he is the space. He is the time. He is the Kala, time, matter, everything. He is like this. Then he is present everywhere like that. He has gained knowledge of deep cosmic truths. So whatever that we describe, in Vishnu Sahasranama or other things, he like that, all deep cosmic truths, but can't live a normal human life anymore. He is beyond this normal human life, like this. This experience, makes this the traveler, this Rumford, he is called as something like, almost godlike. He is like a god, but also he is detached and lonely. He is alone. This thing. He cannot mix with anybody and lonely, because he sees how all events are already predetermined. So he is seeing things. Drishti, Drishya Viveka. He is only a seer. He is not a part of it, like that. You can just compare this with this. The Drishya Viveka, you can just compare like that. So there are a lot of jargons which are used, pseudo-scientific, words. This itself, Chronosynclastic Infundibulum, it's some kind of a Latin and all mixed word. Some kind of a fun. How science and philosophy, sometimes they become inaccessible to ordinary people. See, ordinary people, you have to get into that study and all those. Then only it is accessible. Otherwise, it is inaccessible. Now. And how the belief systems that we have, they are contradictory, endlessly contradictory. They don't merge. Nobody even knows. Indian tradition itself, there are several views, Advaita, Visishtadvaita, Shakti Visishtadvaita, all kinds of things. Kashmir Shaivism. See, they are all contradictory. May not be to the very great extent, at least slightly they deviate. And how language can be used to mystify rather than clarify. The language that we use, it is may not be very clear sometimes. The term sounds complex, but it's really a cosmic way of saying. The universe is too big, too varied for any person, for any one person to be totally right. And maybe everyone's is a little bit right in their own way. They are all right in their own way, like this. So you can imagine a chronosynclastic infundibulum as a cosmic tornado, made not to wind, but by twisting timelines and perspectives, like that. They are changing timelines and perspectives. A funnel that pulls together conflicting truths and lets them all swirl around without cancelling each other's out. They don't. They all remain. A space where Okay, Newton, Einstein, Buddha, Shankara, your neighbor's dogma, all make perfect sense at the same time. So, so it matters today's world because the idea resonates deeply with different people and cultures, believe wildly different things. They are wildly, totally different. Everyone is convinced their version of truth is the correct one. The other version of the truth, the other version is totally wrong. They are correct. So this offers a playful suggestion. Maybe the universe is big enough for all those truths to coexist. Everybody can then coexist there, even if they contradict each other. They may contradict each other. Yes, I am a follower of this, the other person is a follower of that, and the other person is a follower of the other. Maybe they are all contradictory, or they may slightly different, or greatly different, or largely different. They are all true to their own self. So this is how it is. And to summarize this, it's a fictional concept from science fiction. So the purpose is to explore relativity of truth, rigid belief systems, parody of rigid belief systems. The effect on people is spreads them across space-time. They become multi-dimensional beings, not single-dimensional, multi-dimensional beings. The deeper meaning is no one has the full truth, but everyone may have a part of it. This person has a part of it, this person has a part of it, the other person. Probably put together all the things, it might be complete, but this is how it is. So the real world values encourages tolerance to this, humility. It should rather, and awareness of subjectivity. We are all subject to certain things, it should make us awareness of this, and then this is what it is. Viewers, with this explanation on this kind of a beautiful jargon, it is beautiful phrase, Chronosynclastic Infundibulum, we conclude this episode. I thought this was quite interesting. I came across some kind of this thing, and I thought I will put it here. Please watch this completely and then post your comments on this. Thank you, viewers, for your valuable time in listening to this. Thank you. Please like, share, and then subscribe to my channel.